Annette. Now, our next speaker is well known as a current affairs activist. He is also our Secretary General and the team leader for Tampines GRC. Fellow Singaporeans, let us put our hands together to welcome Mr. Goh Meng Seng. 但第一集选区的队长吴明胜先生现在将给我们发言，谢谢。
麻包蛋 They don't cheer for him lah. Out 麻包蛋 No. Thank you. I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried. When Goh Chok Tong seems to be confused what NSP stands for. He says NSP is Nicosia Party, no solution party, new solution party, and no substance party, he says. You agree? I also worry when he say that you may know what NSP stands for. Right? I will spend a little bit of time. We have been shouting NSP for the past weeks, but maybe it is time, before we close this campaign for this election, I shall touch on what NSP stands for. When I first joined NSP in 2007, I am a so-called rookie, the newest member in the party. But I see hope in this party. Why? You look at our flag. You know what they did? I cannot find the North Star tonight. On the 7th, we will see the North Star. Now, I actually have written a short passage of what a North Star means for a political party. We stand before you because all of us, you have listened to all of them, from Nicosia to Tony Tan to Hazel. Why we stand up? To be counted as a candidate. Because we see something is wrong with this country.
Very wrong. Yes! Very wrong!
Very wrong. And the North Star actually represent, you know what the North Star been used in the ancient?
Direction.
Is for direction.
Yes! Yeah!
Our North Star, the rising star, will be the direction of this country political development. I have talked about, yesterday in Tampines, I have talked about what is wrong with this country. PAP has turned this country into a company.
Yes!
It is no longer a country that we can love, we can sacrifice for. When it is all about money, it has become a place which is soulless, heartless, and greedy. Tony have touched very much about the fear. And our country is actually built to fight the fear of being colonized. We have no fear when we fight the colonies. We have no fear when we fight the communists. And we stand as a people with different races. And we build an economic miracle within a short span of 20 years, which is an envy of every developing countries in the world. But PAP, for its own reasons, for its own power, for the greed of power, he had instilled fear generations after generations, from my mother generations to my generations. That's forced us into the mold that believe only PAP is good for this country. I've lived through a white terror era. you may not, some of the youngsters may not know what is a white terror era. When your people surrounding you will tell you, no, you cannot say this against the PAP, the Mata will come after you. Right? No, you cannot write this. The ISD will cari lebih kopi. That is a white terror era, where the mind of each citizen has been imprisoned by the fear instilled by the PAP.
Yes!
And when you have a people who have a mind that is being caged, you will not have a people that have the freedom to innovate and to be creative. And that is a long-term harm that PAP has done to our generations.
Yes!
Do we want to change that?
Yes!
Now, back to NSP, National Solidarity Party. I have checked Google, what does solidarity means? It's a big word to me. Euro.
Yes!
Back to the Swiss standard of living. What does a Swiss standard of living means? In Swiss, there's a program called a solidarity program. What does it mean? It means, as a people, as a country, when you have your own citizens in need, whether the aged, the poor, or the destitute, you stand together with them as one, and you help them along to live on a life with dignity. That is what solidarity means. But do we have in Singapore?
No!
NSP is working towards that direction. Whether you are poor, you are destitute, whether you are divorced, we will stand beside you and fight for your rights. Because if you treat this place as a company, the old and aged, when you are no longer beneficial to the economic development, you are becoming a liability. And this is why, as Janet has said, it is so difficult to get help from NCYS because they find you as a liability. You have no use for the company, the corporate. And you may wonder why part of your CPF money has been locked up as a minimum sum, as a medisave. Because as a company, it cannot say, I will take care of you if your CPF money runs out. You have no money to pay for your medical care. Everything, you must pay for it. Until you die. Even if you die, you cannot see your money in your CPF. In medisave or minimum sum, they do not care. As long as the company don't rugi. This is a mindset of the government, of the PAP government, that drives them from policies to policies. When you look at it, this is the direction they are bringing this place towards. A very heartless, soulless, and greedy destiny. I will talk about the color of a flag, orange. If you Google orange, what does it mean? It means passion. It also means service, public service. It actually means NSP stands for the passion to serve. in public service. So I hope Mr. Goh Chok Tong, please have more understanding of NSP before he talk about us. Right. And we definitely are not no substance party. Huh? We have former scholars. We have master's degree people. We have people in finance, in economics, a lawyer. If these are not substance, I do not know whatever other substance PAP has.